Welcome back to Out of Controllers. So we gotta talk to the dad.
Oh, I suppose we do.
Because we went back and saved the kids, and there is the father up on the clouds, which
Wait. Did it? Oh,
you were at the other end.
I see.
Yeah.
I forget that west is not always where you exit from.
No. You're not the sun.
I am indeed the sun.
You don't always leave a room from the west.
That's how I do it.
No.
I don't care if there's a wall in the way. I'm leaving from the west.
Jesus.
That's how I do it. We possibly could have started after we talked to Dad, but let's just do this.
Well, I mean, like, we haven't... The audience hasn't seen that, and, like...
That's true.
You know, they'd be missing out. And
well, yeah.
I like for our viewers to get to appreciate the game in the same ways that we do.
That's true. Look at all his glowies.
Right?
Energy waves.
So pretty.
Lots of flashing, but
yeah, like, for me, a large appeal of Let's Plays is, like, I, for a really long time, didn't think I had the capacity to play games like this.
Yeah.
Just, like, I didn't think I had the skill set to do it, and then I also, like, didn't have the resources to do it. Like, I physically couldn't get a hold of this game, like, even if I knew about it.
Yeah, that's true.
So, like, for me, part of it is, like, I get to experience the game without having to play it, without having to, like, figure out how to get a hold of it, without having to, like, struggle through this shit.
That's true.
And I can watch someone else struggle through it. So, like, I'm really invested in making sure the audience gets to participate in as much of the gameplay as we do.
Okay.
Unless it's, like...
actually tedious bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay.
In which case, it's like, no, you don't have to participate in that. Like, that's the beauty of editing.
You didn't have to pay for this game. You don't have to deal with the bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
Legit. I'm glad that that's a thing you consider.
Yeah. And
I'm usually like, what is interesting about this?
I mean, like... I don't know. It might not necessarily be interesting to people, but, like... I don't know. For me, it's
we make
important.
it so.
Yeah, I think we're interesting.
Yeah. I'll just kill it since I've already done so much of this battle already. Murder.
Oh, something else. We got bonsai tree, basically.
Yeah.
And
we've been getting those a little bit. We've got a couple of them.
Yeah, but so if we play that with a, what is it, sharp blade?
A sculpting knife.
Which something good will happen.
Not an item we have yet, but it has told us that something might happen if we do that.
Yeah.
Which actually, if we haven't explained this part, I feel like we have, but I will say it again for the people in the back, basically. But, like, this game does a thing where if you use certain cards in certain sequences, it creates new cards or new circumstances.
Also,
of cards.
Dan is now timed for picking cards.
In combat now, because I've upgraded these people's hands so much, they're now under time limits to use cards.
Which makes sense to me, because, like, it keeps the level of difficulty up.
Yeah, it makes it incredibly difficult by the end, because at the end you have 6 seconds to pick your first card.
Oh boy.
And it's a trip.
Like, and for me, like, I like that just because when you have so many cards, it kind of makes you a little overpowered.
It does.
And so imposing a time limit still adds a level of, like, challenge to combat so that you have to remain invested in it. So as bullshit as it is, like, it makes sense to me.
Yeah, and, like, at right now especially, the time limit is at a very reasonable, like, you have 30 seconds to pick a card.
Yeah, like, you're still... You know.
Yeah, like, I could look away from the TV, say something, look back and be like, oh, I have 15 seconds. I can still, like, pick a card.
Yeah.
But by the end, you have, like, a hand of 9.
Oh, boy.
And you have, like, 6 seconds to pick your first card.
Jeez.
Which is, I think, actually just enough time to do it. And I'm like, ooh, cool. Ah, travelers, how can I ever thank you for saving my son's lives?
Go visit your father.
We owe our lives to you. And you wanted to ask me something. Oh, something is wrong with Quasman? He's in a critical condition? He told you to get my signature and wants me to come home? Thank you for me narrating this whole bit that you didn't have to say. I see. Could you please give me the family tree?
I love how he said you saved our lives because his wife would have definitely killed him if their sons had died.
I mean, yes. Also, I imagine he would have actually been really grief-stricken.
Yes, he would have. But his wife would have also killed him.
Quataiba? Quataiba.
Cool name.
Quataiba. I love the name that they have in this game.
They're really interesting.
It's like Callus, Shella, Quatia.
Yeah, and like none of them are
Finished a family.
nice.
Circle it in red when they're done.
Nice.
34 years old. Quasman's daughter's husband. Lacks the guts to stand up to his wife.
I mean, legit.
There, that should do it. Thank you for your help. I'm so overwhelmed with happiness that you saved my boys.
Yeah, and like in a lot of fantasy games, like you have really cool sounding names, but you also have names that are like
Carl!
Yeah. And like the amount of effort that goes into naming these people is really impressive, and I appreciate it.
I should actually look this up because it might have other things to do with celestial bodies.
That makes sense.
Because all the towns in this world are celestial bodies.
That makes sense.
Like, I play a game.
There's a card there. A Magus.
I know, but I want to advance the storyline. Do you want me to go get it?
No, I'm just saying you were talking about how you wanted Gibari.
Oh, maybe that's true.
Yeah,
Never
like
mind. Gotta go find that.
I don't know that that's gonna be what will get him a better hand, because currently Kabari can only play 3 cards. Up there, it's up there.
Yeah,
it's up there.
but I can't go that way yet.
Oh, okay.
I gotta figure it out.
Currently Kabari can only play 3 cards, and everyone else can play 4.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm telling the audience, not you.
Well, I'm affirming.
But yeah, so like Dan was complaining in the interim that like he really wants to find Gabari's thing that will help him like class up, is what that's called, right?
Yeah, that's classing out.
I need to find like a mnemonic that helps me remember Gibari.
Gibari?
Gibari, yeah.
Gibari? It has a lot of other ways of being pronounced.
I mean, like seeing it spelled helps, but also like that's the thing. Making fun of people's names in media helps me remember their names. Mm-hmm. Like, I will always remember Mimai's name because of all of the ridiculous names I've called it. So, like... And, like, I have fucked up Shella's name often enough that I'm like, okay, it's Shella.
Yeah, you got it.
And so it's like... I don't know. But
yeah.
Gibari's name is hard to, like, make fun of or do weird things with.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Gibraltar, the Strait of Gibraltar, that's a
The Strait
place.
of Gibraltar?
Yeah. That was an option I came up with at one point, but since I obviously can't pronounce that, like, that's not a good one.
It's not the best one, no. 2, 8. I love when I do these.
I mean, it's not always.
Give it honey. Me attacking enemies. Here's the honey!
I mean...
5, 6, 7.
Ooh, another thing you did off
8.
camera was you read those secret recipes.
I did. We got Secret Recipe 2, I believe, from beating the Thunderfish?
Yes.
Or something like that. The Secret Recipe 2 reads, basically, alright, here's how you make some tasty rice. Get some rice, a cooking pot, and some water, and a flame, and then put all those together. And it's like, oh, you don't have a pot? Then use the closest thing.
And those helmet things that we have, their description describes them as, like, cooking pots. Like, people have used them as cooking pots.
Yeah, formerly a cooking pot, I think it says.
Yeah. So...
It's like, gotta put that rice and water and fire in a power helmet.
Yep. Nicely done.
Thank you. I'm very good at evading enemies in this game because it became essential. Let's switch it on.
What did it say that was?
It's a cloud gathering machine.
Huh. Interesting.
Looks like an trapped magna essence of the cloud.
Cool.
I do. Give it to me.
Get it.
Give it.
That was not the thing I was talking about when I said there's a card you can get.
I know.
Okay.
I need clouds, though.
Oh,
shit.
to build a bridge.
Yep.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
That makes so much sense.
Like, first, I can sneak by this guy. And then I can Foop Cloud.
Cool.
Yep.
But it's used up then, right?
Yeah,
so
then
you
I
have
need to go get
more.
another one. I'm actually going to drop a thing that I can't use right now.
Cool. I think, yeah, the background changes. Because currently it's Callus fighting the the weasel cats.
Yep. The background changes to the last combat that you
That's really
played
cool.
in. I know. It's an amazing thing that is also really dorky.
But it's also like, it's pretty.
Yeah,
And,
it's
like,
really pretty.
And it's also like, evidently the people who made this game care about the artwork so much that they made a shit ton of like extra stuff that they couldn't fit into the game. So they found ways to do it, like making the background the last enemy you'd fought. Like, it's...
Yeah, and it's like also like a really interesting like programming thing.
Yeah, and
where it's like
it makes the menu really dynamic too. So it's not like the same boring menu over and over and over again. You like get this dynamic background that you're engaging in, so it never the save menu never like feels stale.
Yep. Pretty much.
It's so good.
It's so good. It's such a good game. And next time at Out of Controllers, we'll probably continue to gush about how good a game it is.
All right. Thank you for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.